It's a question I asked Michael Green, the writer, when he first talked to me about it. He sort of brought it up a long time ago, and I wasn't really sure what he wanted to do or why he wanted to do it to start off with. 2 or 3 years ago, we had a meeting with him, with Ken Branagh and Steve Aspel at 20th Century, and he sort of put his case forward. He felt very strongly that having done 2 big, famous, classic adaptations, faithful adaptations in Murder on the Orient Express and Death on the Nile, that we should do something different. We should surprise the audience. And he felt that he wanted to do something different tonally. So he wanted to use Halloween Party as a launching pad to do something different. And I think you will have seen that this film has a very different tone from the other 2. In fact, possibly a very different tone from anything that we've done with Agatha Christie in the past. And I think that is, that will surprise and hopefully delight people. It is at its heart a murder mystery, but it is also a suspense film, a thriller, possibly elements of horror in there too. And I think that just shows the adaptability of these stories and what you can do with them. I just want to have as large an audience as we can get. I don't care whether they're young or old or both. I tend to feel that if you make a great movie, people will come and watch it. And I hope this is a great movie. I certainly think it is. I think if you start trying to overthink things, you end up in a mess. So I think what we've tried to do is just try and do something a little bit different with the genre. I agree even that there are elements of horror here, but it is still at its heart a murder mystery. And that is key to Agatha Christie. It's key to this project. It's key to Hercule Poirot. But I think the tone will surprise people, but I hope they will enjoy it. And, as I said earlier, it shows the adaptability of these stories. And I think to place it in this genre, if that's what we've done, hopefully will widen the audience, whether that's younger, older, or just bigger, I don't mind. One of the great joys of this project is that we've had an extraordinary team that's been in place from the beginning, and there's an enormous amount of trust there. You've pointed out that there's no need for me to tell Ken what to do, and I'd be mad to be doing it. So I don't. So my view is that my role is very much at the beginning, but actually even there with this team, I find I am not as needed as maybe I can be. But I think the key to great films and great Agatha Christie films is the script. But in Michael Green, we have someone who seems to be able to create a first draft that's almost perfect. And once you've got that, I think you then leave it to your filmmaker to do what he or she does with it. And in Ken Branagh, we have an extraordinary talented guy. So that's why we get these extraordinary films. So just let them get on with it is the basic premise. I think the best moment I have is seeing the finished product and knowing that what we have is magic. There is always an element of relief there that we haven't made a disaster of it, or there has been so far. So that's that. The worst moments are kind of earlier on in the process. I'm terrible when I see clips or rushes or things like that, because at that point I just can't put it all together in my head, and I think it's going to be terrible. So there will be a moment of severe self-doubt in the process, which is the worst moment. I'm a great believer in baby steps. So let's hope this film does as well as you think it will, and I hope it will. And then we'll see where it goes, and we can have that conversation. The great thing is, my great grandmother wrote 33 Hercule Poirot novels, so we've got an awful lot of material to work from.